In this video, we will learn how to update a record in Entity Framework Core. To update the record, I have created this new endpoint and this is app.map_put. So this is going to be a put type and I want to update a record based on this book ID. So this is a route to update the book and here I'm getting this book ID in my route. What I'm doing over here, I'm using these two attributes from route. So here I'm using this book ID and from body I'm reading this book data. So we have to write a logic over here. What we will do, first of all, we will get the data based on this book ID from a database and we can do that easily. Here I'm writing this tbcontext.books.findAsync and based on this book ID, I'm getting this book detail. Now in this book details, I can check if the data is not there, then we can return this not found. And if the data exists in our database with this ID, then we can update all these properties one by one over here. You can also use the auto mapper if you want to use to map these properties at this place. After updating all these properties, you will have to call this save changes async method. What will happen in this case, we are having the data of this book in this book details field and over here we are changing the fields with the new value. This Entity Framework Core manages the change tracker by default. If you are updating any property, then it will update this change tracker to the update, and at the time you will call your save changes async method, this Entity Framework Core will update your changes in the database. Right now you can notice that we are having these three books and the ID is 2, 3 and 4. So let's update this data with this ID 2. So here I'm writing this data that title is this book 1 title updated and the pages are 10. Right now you can notice that the title is book 1 title and the pages are 100. Let's click on the send button and see what is the output. Here you can notice we are getting this 200 and we are getting 1 in the result. It means one record has been updated in the database. Let's go back to this database and run this query, and this time you can notice that the title has been updated for the first record and here are the 10 number of pages. This is how you can update your record in Entity Framework Core, but there is a problem with this approach. The problem is that over here we are hitting our database 2 times. This is the first call that we are making in our database and this is the second call we are making in our database, but there is a way to avoid these 2 calls and you can update your data in database only in one single call. Let's talk about that in the next video.